We will return to your scheduled programming shortly, or we are currently experiencing technical difficulty.
Anal na trach, was betad, doch hiel dinne.
Ariel Natris Oris Bazi Bedhead Duchel Dementa. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
What is going on YouTube? Michael J. Crawford, the anti-tricker here. And sound, is the sound not, I know the sound wasn't on when I first started, but it should be working now. So Thomas was first. Chief Engineer says not first and is celebrating. Justin is in the house. John DeMarco is in the house. Mr. Miles says I was second, so I was first. The first to not be first. Actually, well, you see, here's the thing. Now, we all know Thomas Potts is going to 99% of the time be first. But, and being first is, generally speaking, a good thing. There's nothing wrong with being first. However, around here, let's be real. Number 2 is what wins the day. Thomas Potts says, too much sound! Yeah, that's... I don't know what you're talking about. It's such a lovely melodic tune.
We make love together.
That can be painful. So Justin says, hello, chat. Mike Richards is here from Columbus, Ohio. Welcome, Mike. Mr. Mouse says, we don't need no stinking audio. Yeah, that was some pretty stinking audio. Thomas throws a $1.99 in and asks for traffic problems. For those of you that didn't see it, BIRDOPREY had traffic problems on his live stream today where he was playing City Skylines. And his solution was to kill millions of, well, thousands of innocent people while on bridges. Just destroyed the bridges. The cars fell into the water. Children and dying and drowning, and Bird just laughing about it. Excuse me. Man, my allergies, this, not doing good. Josh says, Anti-Trigger, James found a house you're selling under your Michael Crawford real estate agency. Well, except that it's not me. Jeez. And the funny thing is, that Michael Crawford, the Michael Crawford real estate, is actually a woman. so I thought that was kind of funny because Michael Burnham, well, apparently there's a Michael Crawford. And the name I can never pronounce right, Argano says hello, and don't forget to hit live chat. Why the heck does YouTube always switch it back to top chat? Like, it won't stay on live chat. No matter how many times you switch it, it just won't stay there. That is so annoying, YouTube. Fix that, please. And don't forget to lick the like button. Well, you can lick it, but honestly, it'd be better if you click on it, or if you're on a mobile device, tap on it. Thomas says, Mr. Miles, you can be the first to give Anti-Trigger $900. Yes. And that person will forever have, whoever is first to give me $900 will have a very special place in my heart. Justin farted on it. I assume you mean the like button. That's kind of gross. And Mr. Miles says, Thomas, that's easy. Argano says sound. Again, not sure. Did you mean just like at the very beginning, or not sure what you mean? Josh says, Thomas, you owed Anti-Trigger $900 before you can pass go. Well, actually, it's BIRDOPREY that owes me $900. Thomas actually technically doesn't owe me $900 in his defense. Darren says, you need a vacation? Yeah, I'm just tired. You know, it's been a long, long year so far. I mean, I know it's only April, and man, it's weird. My birthday's only 4 days away now, but I am so tired this year because the whole thing with my mother-in-law, the fact that, I mean, I can't take time off from work for the rest of the year, and that's just weighing on me like a ton of bricks. And so, yeah, I could use a vacation, but I'm not going to get any time off until 2020 unless I can, like, suddenly get 1 million subscribers or something, which I know that's not going to happen, but I'm just saying. Mr. Mouse says, Amateur, you know your desktop is on the view screen. Oh, shoot. No, I didn't. See, that's how tired I am. I bring up the space. Wow. Thank you, though, Mr. Miles. And so let's accelerate our spacecraft and so that we can have a little bit of a star field going on. And here we go. Accelerating. We're up to half a light year, 1 light year, 2 light years. We'll go up to about 4 light years per second here. That's a good speed today. So thank you for that reminder. Oh man. Ensign Ricky's in the house, says yes. Background just fixed. Ensign Ricky says 21st. Congratulations. Justin T throws some crap into the chat. Thank you, I guess. Gary Hinton am in the house. Good to see you, Gary. Richie Poole is in here. What? Who needs a vacation? I sure could use one. Mr. Mouse says, number 1, I order you to take a number 1. Take a number 2. Yes. Chrono says, yay. A lot of people celebrating things for some reason. Justin says, LOL. Cinnabon Bunny is waving. How you doing? Well, Michael, a girl is a girl's name after all. Yeah, exactly. Top chat is the default. I know it is, but it's like you should be able to change the default for your settings. Mercer is in the house, says, hi there, Mr. Crawford. What's going on? I'm just tired and, yeah, just tired. Did you ever see the Far Side panel from 1990 where parents see their kids playing Nintendo and dream of job openings where kids get paid to play doing it? How prophetic. That I don't remember that, but yeah, that is scary. Trek Yards is in the house. Captain Foley, good to see you. Hey, all he says, and Trek Yards, we gotta have a talk about this Such Sweet Sorrow episode of Discovery, because I haven't seen your review of it, but people are saying you gave it like a 9.5 out of 10. That seems, with all due respect, Captain, that just seems crazy. So, Kronos says, check PayPal. Thank you so much, Kronos, and you let me know what you want there. And, I have not had a chance to find Infinity Flush yet because today has been a rough day at work. I'm not going to lie. Unfortunately, my boss had a ridiculous, and I'm not going to get into detail because I don't have his permission to discuss it, but he got into a personal situation that none of us would want to have to deal with, that he's been dealing with for the last couple of days. And so I had to kind of pull double duty today, and I am just pooped. When is Mrs. A-Tricker saying hit the like button coming soon? Now she's feeling better. I'll be able to record her soon as I get a little time. Mercer says, I spoke with Nanoversary at length during the convention. Very cool. I just got a note from a friend of mine that met up with, excuse me. Sorry. Met up with Bruce Boxletter. Oh, man, sorry. I am just rough today. Justin says, hey to Captain Foley. Tilly's husband, Captain Foley. I don't think so, but I don't think Captain Foley would mind. And let's see, Mr. Mouse, let's see, I hope you, I'm charging you $900 for the videos that I've helped edit, but they're in the house, so I'm the first to give you $900. Oh, they're on the house, but no, it doesn't quite work that way. And let's see, and of course, Captain Foley says, I wish, I certainly hope Silva doesn't see that comment. Hey all, by the way, it says Kronos, so don't forget, let's see, and then I sent the Scarved Insect a super chat idea. Awesome. I haven't talked to him yet. I know he's been working on something, so I don't know exactly what he's doing here. Sci-Fi Sith says, hello there. How you doing, Sci-Fi? Truck Hits, I got a video I've been editing that I want to share with you. I know the video you're talking about. Good thing you didn't have porn on that desktop, big guy. Well, yeah, that would have been really embarrassing. Is this the year you quit your job, Anti-Checker? I would love to quit my job, but I don't know. It depends on how things go, but I doubt it. I mean, just being real, I doubt it. Unless I all of a sudden had Lore Reloaded kind of numbers, I couldn't even think about it. Howdy, Anti-Checker and all, says Night Breeze, good to see you. Ever watch TNG Gambit? Did you ever rewatch TNG Gambit? Not yet, man. I have got so many things on my plate that I got to do. Tracker. Okay, you sent that to him. Hey, Breeze, says Kronos. Gave it a 9, not a 9.5. Okay, but even so, Captain Foley, you realize that this show, you know, there are a couple episodes of Discovery that I like, so I'm trying to be fair here. I'm not trying to say you're an idiot for liking Discovery or something. I certainly wouldn't say that, because you know I have nothing but respect for you. However, a 9 out of 10 would be, this is an awesome, awesome episode. And first of all, nothing happens in the episode. At the beginning of the episode, the Discovery and the Enterprise are facing down with the Section 31 fleet. At the end of the episode, the Discovery and the Enterprise are facing down with the Section 31 fleet. They do nothing. They contradict themselves multiple times in the episode. They give some of the worst science technobabble in the history of Trek, which, by the way, my next video is going to be about, and I will prove it. I just can't fathom how you're giving it a high score. I mean, yes, the one thing I will say, and this is right up your alley, some of the best ship porn in all of Discovery, those shots of the Enterprise and Discovery in space were beautiful, and I do actually like the Enterprise bridge, although I think they overdid it with the lighting. But that being said, that's not enough to elevate it to me. I heard the front nose of the Defiant can detach, and it's a warhead. I've heard that too, but I have not seen that verified in Alpha Canon anywhere. Sci-Fi Guy says, hello, how you doing? I know I'm way behind. 9 is way too high, says Richie. I kind of agree. Oh, come on, you can't find a simple file. It's, I know, Kronos, I guess it's buried in, because I never thought I would pull it out again. I know which hard drive it's on, but I'm trying to find it in the directories. Well, it looks like Star Wars is going to jump the TIE Interceptor in Episode 9. Well, if you want, I posted a video giving my thoughts on it, but yeah. I'd love to see a Trek episode where you actually see them recover the black box from a destroyed ship. My headcanon says that was being used at the beginning of Star Trek 4. At the beginning of Star Trek 4? Oh, yeah, because they showed the recording of the Enterprise being blown up. Yeah. I'd love to see a Trek episode where sorry, I already read that. Sorry to hear it, though. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kronos. It's my fault. I've just been overwhelmed with stuff. Commander Ty says, hello, and have a drink. You know, that's not a half bad idea. So I'm going to grab something real quick in just a minute. But as soon as I play another Super Chat reward, which it looks like I'm going to in just a moment. 5:33 a.m. Good morning and bless you. Good morning and bless you too, Joseph. Good to see you. Tron rocks. I gotta say, I'm one of the few people that actually like Tron Legacy, although I didn't like the ending. Has Mrs. Anti-Trekker forgiven you for liking STD yet? Well, she's off with in a TURDUS, so no. Trek character, you giving STD episodes high scores just to screw the Anti-Trekker? That's good. With all due respect, Captain Foley is smoking the good Canadian cigarettes. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need some good Canadian cigarettes to smoke while watching STD. And then I would give it those kind of scores. All right, so Mercer says, also spoke with Edward James Olmos. Now I'm jealous of you, Mercer. I would love to have spoken with... I have nothing but respect for that man, and I would love to talk to him about his time on Battlestar Galactica in particular. But yeah, he is a great, great actor. And of course, Mercer, you know the deal. Throw me a super chat, and I still owe one to you, Kronos. Since I can't get that one ready yet. So is that equal enough for Bird 1? I'll throw Bird 1 at you here just because I dropped the ball on that. So let me bring that up for you.
Captain's log, stardate 44307.3. I'm preparing to leave my shuttlecraft for Pentaris 5, where I've been asked to mediate a dispute among the Salinite miners, a contentious group, unfortunately prone to violence. But first, I must deal with a situation of a far more personal nature. What better way to get first-hand experience?
Captain, I'm picking up a general distress signal from BIRDOPREY 5.
On screen.
Feel the fire, feel my love inside you so bright. There's the sound and the smell of love on my mind. I'm your toy, come play with me. Say the word now. Wrap your legs around me. Ride me tonight.
My love is a fever, longing still for that which longer nurseth the disease.
I'm a man, I'm a goddess, I'm a man, I'm a virgin. I'm a man, I'm a blue movie. I'm a man, I'm a bitch, I'm a man. I'm a geyser, I'm a man, I'm a little girl. And we'll make love together. This sounds very pedo-ish.
In faith, I do not love thee with mine eyes, for they in thee 1,000 errors see, but 'tis my heart that loves what they despise, who, in despite of view, art pleased to dote. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
What? Oh my God.
When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It needs, must wither.
Why are you saying these things? Music to make love to an old ladybug.
You wonderfully jealous fool, you.
Wow, well that's basically rape. That is rape as a song. Congratulations. I gotta go turn myself in.
Poor Bird needs to turn himself in. And Commander Ty, or Commodore Ty, thank you for the suggestion. Having a little Irish whiskey. So Mercer says, I spoke with Almost about printers and quartered phones on BSG. Yeah, that's actually an aesthetic I really liked about that show. I like the old school tech. They did a really good job making it feel genuine, too. So suck on that, Kurtzman. Darren Wagner says, Antrick, I got my Eaglemus XL Defiant today, and it's easily the worst I've gotten when it comes to build quality. It's ironic that the tough little ship is so flimsy. That sucks. I haven't, obviously, I don't have a lot of Eaglemoss ships, and so their build quality does seem a little inconsistent. Kronos agrees he was an awesome Adama. He absolutely was. Antricker, too bad you didn't have a pic of Mrs. Antricker as your desktop background. Well, good thing I didn't, or she'd kill me. What about your review of Hellboy? I gotta get that done, too. I know. I was supposed to have that done today, and things just kind of got out of control on me. There are so many sweet retired as super chats. There are. I'm gonna have to organize them one of these days and make them available. Be careful, Anti-Trucker. You're being negative about Discovery, so you might scare somebody off. Al, I don't think I've been overly negative here. I'm just saying that I think a 9 is a bit high. How's this on your plate? Nice big juicy T-bone steak with a side of mashed potatoes. Yes, I'm teasing you. I know, but that sounds wonderful. Jerk. And Mercer, I don't see a super chat request from you yet, so don't forget to throw in. I know I'm behind on the chat, but I will get caught up here eventually. Joseph throws two euros in and says, one morning spin, please. And hi, Anti-Trekker and Captain Foley. How you doing, Joseph? Let's bring some spinning into the house. Thank you, Joseph. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Ensign Ricky says, I didn't see an episode 9 trailer. What I really watched was an episode 8 trailer. I tell you, it kind of felt that way, but yeah, unfortunately, episode 8 happened. Chrono says, wow, you actually like Tron Legacy? Yes, I'm one of the 5 people that actually did like that movie. Iron Wolf says, yes, Tron Legacy was awesome, and you're right, the ending sucks. Yes. That's the biggest problem. And that kills a movie. If you have a great movie, but the ending is just like, what? Then, and so he just literally just goes Jesus and kills everybody. Why didn't he do that at the beginning? Why did he drag, no. I was talking about the original. I think the original is good, but not great. I rewatched it recently, and I was like, it's not as good as I remembered. You'll never catch Alex with those tiny legs. Shut up, Mr. Miles. Jerk. Commander Iron Wolf says anti-trekker? Okay. Oh, because he messed up on the... Okay, gotcha. Josh says, hey, Sci-Fi Sith. Sci-Fi Sith says, hello there, my fellow Stargate fan and nerd, Mr. Miles. KG313 says, where's the Telosian? Well, the Telosian shows up whenever he wants to, and only apparently under certain circumstances. So I want the Ryan Turd head as usual. Like I said, I asked almost about printers on the ship. I also asked him about doing a show in the wake of 9/11. He was very friendly. That's cool. I did not know that he was that he was particularly friendly, because I've never obviously talked to him, but that is cool. And so here you go, Mercer. Almost was great in Blade Runner. He was, and I actually liked his cameo in Blade Runner 2049. I wish he was in that movie more. You need to ask for a wrench and be called Mr. Miles to get the Telosian bit. That's true. Although there are more Telosians on the horizon from my understanding and my recent communications with Talos 4. Oh, look, it's that new school teacher from the Orville. What's she doing on the Enterprise D? Yeah. Wow, the funny thing is, Marina is so much older now, I didn't recognize her until she started talking. I was like, who is that? And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God. What the heck is Bird singing? A song called Sex by Berlin. It's an old new wave song from the 80s. And they just show you SGU on Amazon Prime. They started to show SGU on Amazon Prime. Not my favorite Stargate show. Well, I have Hulu, and they have all the Stargate shows on Hulu. I'm not sure about Universe, but I know they have regular Stargate in Atlantis. I think Universe is on there. The Reflection from Stargate, to be exact. Missed something there. Oh, talking about something with Sci-Fi Sith. Gotcha. Oh, you're talking about that little reflection test you were doing. Yeah, that's kind of cool. SOB, I forgot you tonight. Wait, you forgot that I was on tonight? Well, that's all right, Chief. You're here. You call that singing? Well, that's true. I don't remember the name of the song BIRDOPREY is trying to sing. Yes, it's just called Sex. You Scotty whiskey. I do have Scotch over there as well, but I'm having Irish tonight. Anti-Trigger. What do you think of the Blade movies, and how would you rank them? I enjoyed the Blade movies overall. I would say the first one is definitely the best. And then I'm going to piss off a lot of people and actually say that I like Blade Trinity the second best, and I think Blade 2 was the weakest of the three. And I know Blade Trinity a lot of people didn't like because of the overt humor in it, but I actually really enjoyed it, and I think that that's what proved to the world that Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool. He had some great one-liners in that. And so, let's see. SGU is the parody show from 200. That would be hilarious. They need to make that Wormhole Extreme. Chief Cook says, hi, guys. Hey, all the peeps that say hi. Yay, Spockle Whirl says, yeah, I'm sorry for being so far behind. Man, I am like way behind here. I'm sorry. I don't think you're being too negative, man, Trigger, but there's a certain individual who tends to cry negativity and leave. Well, if you're talking about Captain Foley, he doesn't like it when I go off the rails on it, but he understands that we can disagree. Captain Foley is a reasonable guy, and I don't know if he's still here or not, but Captain Foley is definitely a reasonable guy. It's just that he doesn't like when I go off the chains negative about it, and I understand that, because you know what? If I was watching some channel and somebody was going off the chains negative about something that I enjoyed, then I would probably not watch that, even if I like the other stuff that person did. So I don't have a problem with that. Hey, Trigger, how does Bird feel having the second most expensive chat reward instead of the most expensive chat reward? I'm not sure. He hasn't really told me anything. He just said something about wanting my shoe size because he was getting me some galoshes, which I didn't quite understand what he meant. But anyway, that's all he said. Commander Douglas loved everything about Tron Legacy. I didn't like the ending, but I liked the visuals on that movie were incredible. Who was first? No, who's on first? But it was Thomas. Tron Legacy was thoroughly underrated by the degree that left too many questions unanswered. Yeah, and just the whole thing with, hey man, I can just turn into a white light and kill the bad guy, which I could have done at any time, but we've been running around for no reason. Richie Poole said, I like the original Tron. I like the original Tron, don't get me wrong. I just think that it doesn't hold up very well. Mark Andy says, greetings all, and Chief Cook watched Tron last night as well. Wow, a lot of people watching Tron. Also about Tron, didn't he do the Jesus thing at the beginning because he wanted to spend the day with his son? I guess I could see that, but I mean, it just seemed kind of cheesy that he literally had a God mode card that would just end the fight anytime he wanted to and didn't bother to mention it. Whatever happened to that third Tron movie? Well, Tron Legacy didn't do as well as they wanted. May the poo be with you, and also with you, and in your bowels. I like both, actually. Had good moments. Tron said is just that so many years tend to expect more. Legacy was a letdown. Yeah, I could see that, because if you were expecting it to be the most awesome movie ever, and then obviously it wasn't, so. What did I just tune into? You just tuned into the Anti-Trekker Show. Now with 75% less wrenches, I guess. Let the corn flow through you. Let the corn flow through you. Did you make my character's wife have a secondary lightsaber form? Oh, you're talking to Josh. I was like, what are you talking about? Lost was one of the best TV shows I've ever seen, and one crappy ending screwed up the entire run. Endings can be so bad they can retroactively ruin their own story. Absolutely. Look what The Last Jedi tried to do to the Star Wars franchise. You should put a 3D Spock, Josh's Spock, and put a... Oh, that is a brilliant idea, Trist. To make a 3D print of Josh's version of Spock. That is a... I might have to work on that. That is a brilliant idea. Man, you guys keep giving me too much stuff to do. I need more hours in the day. Can you wait for Mikey Spike to get sucked into the gigantic black hole? Yes, I can. Almost was in season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Was he? I didn't know that. I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. regularly, so I did not know that. What planets are spinning on your desk? Well, we have Earth, the Moon, and it's a little off the camera shot, but Mars is right there as well. And those were all courtesy of Donald Carlson. So thank you, Donald, if you happen to see this. He lurks sometimes in the chat, but he doesn't usually type much. But I do, Tris, that's a brilliant idea. Once I get things running up here, which is going to be hopefully very soon, that's got to be something I need to try to do. I'm trying to get Eagle Moss produce USS Hathaway ship. Surprisingly, they don't have one. Yeah, they should. They really should. When is your next Stargate review? As soon as possible. I know I'm way behind on that stuff, and I've been... I'll be honest with you guys, I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff, as well as like my problems with my computer and stuff, and it's been a struggle to get videos produced. And I apologize for that, but I've been trying to do a little bit better this last week. I obviously didn't get a video out today, which I really wanted to, but I'm right now. I'm just freaking exhausted. I need a nap. Which is why this is not going to be a marathon live stream. I'll tell you that, guys, right now, because I'm probably going to wrap it up in just a little bit because I am so tired. Have you seen Bird singing from yesterday's stream? Great stuff. I have not seen it, but I'm sure Bird is a great singer. I did like that video he did of his original song about the unknown subscriber. I wish Star Trek movies felt more unique, not standard action fare. Well, Mercer, it depends on when you're talking about, because honestly, Star Trek 2, 3, 4, and 6 felt very unique. Star Trek Generations, Star Trek First Contact, Star Trek Nemesis, Star Trek Insurrection, unfortunately, the Next Gen era felt kind of generic and standard. And the problem was that, and this is right out of the mouth of Jonathan Frakes, is that they were trying to make Star Trek into an action franchise, and it's not supposed to be an action franchise. The reason that Star Trek II is still probably my favorite space battle of all time is because it is a Star Trek space battle. It is not Star Wars like we're about to get in the season finale of Discovery. Mass Effect is my favorite video game, but they botched the ending. But an outstanding fan theory saved it. So, go Team Headcanon. Yes. Chrono says, wow, Anti-Trigger, unsubbing. Oh, jeez. I'm undecided over the end of Lost. I haven't seen all of Lost, so I'm not going to watch it now because I watched the first season and I was like, ooh, this is good. And then I started watching it right when it was winding up. And people then started going all ballistic about the ending and how horrible it was. So I was like, okay, screw it. I'm not going to bother getting into it if I'm just going to be pissed off at the end. Chrono says, I do agree with the Deadpool was in Blade trilogy. Yeah, that, I'm telling you, that was good. Keep commenting, everyone, says Thomas, because he wants me to not get any sleep, you jerk. What did Captain George think of the new Star Wars trailer? He liked it, but then again, it's Captain George. He liked The Last Jedi, so that's not saying much. Boomer warning, almost was good in Miami Vice too. You know, I never watched Miami Vice. Never got into that show at all. Antrick, did you ever delve into the Master of Orion games? Don't think so. Doesn't ring a bell. I don't know reason anymore about you frigging I don't know reason anymore about any of you friggin' YouTubers anymore. Sorry, Kronos. I'm crazy. But no, and don't get me wrong. I like the original Tron. I'm not saying I hated it. I just think it didn't age well. You look at it now and it's like, Iron Wolf says, I totally agree with you about the Blade series. That's how I would rank them. The second Blade film felt like it took itself too seriously. Way too seriously. And it even had Ron Perlman in it. And it's like, that, come on. That should have been good. But, yeah, it was, the first one was experimental cheese. The second one was way too serious. And then the third one was, almost felt like a R-rated Marvel movie. What's a boomer? A baby boomer is a person in... basically, the boomer generation is just before Gen X. So someone a little older than me would be a boomer. I'm actually born at the beginning of the Gen X generation. I can never pronounce her name, but yes. Worst series, STD or Battlestar Galactica 1980? That's a tough one, Night Breeze. It really is. Because I've only watched like 3 episodes of Galactica 1980 because it was so bad. Discovery, I'm still watching, but I'm not watching out of choice. I'm watching because of this YouTube channel. And I gotta say, I mean, on my Thursday night live streams are the most popular thing that I do right now. And so I would be stupid to not do it. But I mean, really, if just looking at those 3 episodes, I would probably have to say Galactica 1980 is a little bit worse than Discovery, because Discovery, while it's really, really bad and offensive at times, it's not boring. But Galactica 1980 would put you to sleep. It was boring. I haven't seen Tron in years, I swear. Well, that's probably why you're mad at me. Watch it tomorrow, and then tell me how great it held up. And so let's see. Watch your language, Kronos. Well, okay. Maybe goulash, not galoshes. I miss Granny's goulash. Bird just wants to fatten you up. Yeah, that must be it. I'm sure that it's nothing nefarious. STD is worse, but Galactica 1980 was pretty bad. Well, I don't know, because Galactica 1980 was so boring. And so I always thought he didn't end it right away because it was a movie that ended its... I always thought he didn't end it right away because it was a movie that ended its own life as well. It was a movie that ended its own life as well. Well, yeah, I could see that, but he couldn't mention it. Tentacle says, Tron? What? Why are we talking about Tron? Because somebody brought it up. And hi-de-ho, everybody, says Brian. Good to see you. Do you think Bird of Prey has a Tron suit, or does Lore have one? I think they both do, and I would pay real money to reenact the light cycle scene from any of the Tron movies, only put Bird of Prey in a light bed, and Lore Reloaded, I don't know what he'd be in, but that would be funny. How's the 3D printer working this day? I just got the small one to where it can print again, so it will be printing full-blown really, really soon. The big one, I think, is unfortunately beyond repair. I'm going to have to save it for a replacement. Mike Vasquez says, Baby Spock, do-do-do-do-do, Baby Spock, do-do-do-do-do, Baby Spock, do-do-do-do. Think Baby Shark. Oh, I don't know the Baby Shark song. I know a lot of people, it's like on YouTube, but I don't know it. 3D print a Spock and put him in base where it spins. Yeah, that's what Trist was saying earlier. That is a brilliant idea. And Trigger, don't forget that Tron Uprising cartoon wasn't that great. I never watched it, so I don't know much about that. They were planning a Tron TV series. Yeah, that didn't happen. And Chrono says, Lurkers rock. I like my Lurkers. That's all right. You know, because... honestly, if everybody was constantly commenting, I would always be way behind on the comments like I am today. And so having people that like to lurk and just enjoy the show is the only reason I can keep my sanity right now. Almost was in charge of a SHIELD aircraft carrier after SHIELD fell. Not sure what his title was. Oh, badass maybe? Thomas Protz has a time crystal anti-tracker. Maybe you can hook you up if you need more hours in your day. That would be very handy, Richie. Thank you. Commander Douglas says, they did mention the God mode thing on Tron, and they said that in order to do that, it would kill him. Yeah, but if he's talking about saving all of humanity, I think that I would, you know, that's a good trade-off. Vile Mike is lurking for a bit. That's cool. Sci-Fi Sith says, Anti-Trekker, if you were a Jedi Master or a Sith Master, what kind of lightsaber hilt would you have? What kind of saber style and color? Color, green. Well, no, actually, I gotta say, I would do purple. I love the purple blade on Mace. I would probably fight a more aggressive style like Mace, but I would definitely be a light side user. And I would, I like, honestly, I really like Luke's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. I think that design is probably my favorite design for a lightsaber, for the hilt itself. The tat on Anti-Trekker's right arm reminds me of a gate symbol. Let's see. Are you talking about this one? Because that's actually a Hebrew number 23. You don't need more hours in the day. Just quit your job and sell merch, damn it. I couldn't. The problem is I couldn't sell enough merch quickly enough to make that work. If I could, I would, man. You know, it's like, yeah. And all of a sudden, my chat just went freaking nuts. Hold on. What the heck happened to it? Okay. I didn't say Franks. I said Frakes. Let's see. We don't care about your excuses, Antricker. However, you're doing sort of a good job. I'm trying, Kronos, but you know what? I don't think I'm doing a good job right now. I think that I'm doing horrible. What color lightsaber would you have? I said purple, but second choice would be green because purple's unique. The original Tron was great. We all have rose-tinted glasses on. Take it off, you'll see that Tron sucks as a movie. Well, that's kind of the problem. That's why I say it doesn't. If you look at it objectively, yeah. I saw on JP's video the Orville's finale is a two-parter. I'm not surprised. Time crystals in Section 31, 2 worst kept secrets in the galaxy. Yeah, apparently. Mr. Miles says, give me my wrench. Well, all right. I mean, I'll let me see if I can find it here. I know I got a wrench around here somewhere. Oh, dropped it. Wait, here's a wrench. I'm trying to see if this is the wrench I'm... What?
I can see the human known as Mr. Miles is here and seems to be demanding a wrench. Mr. Miles demanding things from the anti-tracker is wrong thinking.
So the Telosians have spoken. Sorry, no wrench, Mr. Miles. Saw a recent 1-hour video about Cloud Atlas. Love that movie. I have not seen it, believe it or not. And so I've heard some people love it, some people hate it. Miles needs a wrench. Sorry, the Telosians say no. Exactly. Star Trek is not an action franchise. It's more of a dramatic franchise with occasional action. Exactly. And if you do it right, it's better that way. If you build up to every action scene, it makes the action scenes feel that much more intense. And that's why, for example, if you look at the lightsaber duel with Luke and Vader in Return of the Jedi, it was so much better than even the Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, because even though the Darth Maul Obi-Wan Qui-Gon fight was definitely more elaborate, well choreographed and all that, but you had emotion behind the Luke one. There was a lot of buildup and it was earned. Let's see. Lost is a scam. Don't watch it. The show just brings up questions that they never intend to answer. Well, that's J.J. Abrams, right? Although he's going to try to answer some questions from Star Wars. We'll see if he does it. Mr. Miles teaches me to unsub. Well, we need to talk to him about that. I don't think it's a birthmark represents literal... I don't think the birthmark represents literal reincarnation in every case. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Mercer. I'm not sure how it's... Okay. Lost its way around the 3rd season and never recovered. Okay. Do any of us age well? Well, as far as people, yeah, some people look great. Ted Danson is a great example. Ted Danson, my wife still says, she thinks Ted Danson looks better today than he did back when he was on Cheers. The only other thing we know Bruce from. Okay. I would love to meet Gary Larson, and I'm not thrilled about meeting celebrities anymore, but he is elusive. He would be one I would love to meet. So yes, I agree. Alexander says, I'm here. Jar Jar Binks is the best character ever after the Victorian Baboon Woman. I can't wait to watch Star Trek V. Leslie Niels walks at Bernie 2020. Feel the burn. Good to see Alexander. Nice to see that you are still crazy as hell. Mercer says, I love the original Galactica for the awesome model work, ship designs, laser sound effects. Love the throttle controls for the Vipers. Vipers are cooler than X-Wings. I agree with you on all points there. I really, really love the original Battlestar Galactica, and I actually did like the Vipers more than the X-Wings. Although I gotta say, I think the TIE Fighters were cooler than the Cylon Raiders. Peeps always mention generations like Boom or X or Y, never the numbers. Well, that's because nobody knows the numbers, and the numbers are all approximate. Hey, Trick, how's it going? I'm late. I'm Gen X 2. I was born towards the end of Gen X 1975. Oh, there you go. Nightbreeze agrees Vipers are great. Yes. Kronos is like, in all caps, hello there, Mercer. How you doing this evening? Because Mercer was in all caps. Richie's taken off. Have a good one, Richie. Hello, Misa called Jar Jar Binks. Misa, your humble servant. Oi, moi, moi. I love a big boomers. Yes, that's... Jar Jar. Mr. Ross says, Anti-Trigger, what do you think is an absolute worst episode of TOS? Cage doesn't count. That's a toss-up. Well, there's a couple of really bad ones. And the Children Shall Lead comes to mind, as well as, The Way to Eden. That's a really, really bad one. So, but I'm going to probably stick with And the Children Shall Lead. That's one that if I see it coming on, I will not watch. Okay, I'm no longer lurking. I was driving. How's everyone doing? Doing all right, Vile. I toilet on wheels. Okay, that's really, really creepy. And so, and I'm, let's see. So, sorry, my chat jumped. I'm going to try to just guesstimate where I was. Thoughts on the Notre Dame fire? Tragic loss. I'm glad that some of the artifacts were removed before the fire so that they still have them. And I talked to Luc Fauvarc, and he is very confident that the people of Paris will rebuild, and I am too. But it's still such a sad, sad loss. I mean, one of the most historic and iconic buildings on the planet. Why not ask Emperor George to clone an army to help you out around the house? That would be awesome, but he's too evil. Of course, you've seen my business logo. You know I love purple, so purple lightsaber for me too. Yes, I love purple. Lurkers don't usually super chat. Are you sure you love them? Well, I would love everybody to super chat, but, you know, Mr. Miles, not everybody can, and I'm okay with that. Because if yes, I'm a greedy bastard, but I'm not that greedy to where you're not welcome if you don't give. Mecca says, good to see you, by the way, Mecca. You need a vacation. You should go Star Trek Las Vegas. I would love to, Mecca, but I cannot take any time off for the rest of 2019 as much as I would like to. And that's not by choice, because when my mother-in-law passed away a couple months ago, I had to burn all of my vacation and personal time to take care of the estate. And so, but I would love to go to Star Trek Las Vegas. Man, you have no idea. Hey, Mecca, missed the bathing suit stream. Yeah, where's the bathing suit stream, Mecca? Everybody's been demanding it. Oh, Jeebus, the wrench again. Well, you know, that's what happens when he asks for a wrench. Monsieur Gaston laughs. How are you doing? Kelly is as opposed to F up royalty these last two. Kelly is supposed to F up royally on these last two Orville episodes. Oh, you mean more than usual? Okay. That head needs to be deflated. Are you talking about mine? Oh, okay. Sorry. Professor McCoy's pop culture review throws a couple of bucks in and says, hello there, got back from Hellboy and loved it. Well, nice to see someone else actually enjoyed the film. I really enjoyed myself at Hellboy. Yes, the story is all over the place, but the plot is good and it's a lot of fun. The action sequences are awesome. It's creepy how BIRDOPREY fits as a conehead. Yeah, it kind of is. How much money for Anti-Trekker to get a wrench tattoo? Ooh, that's not a bad idea, but it'll take a lot. Sorry, random question for the monthly contribution subscription on the Anti-Trekker site. What's the vote count perk? The vote count perk, it's something, I haven't been using it lately, but we've used it a few times in the past, is, and I'm going to start using it again in the very near future here once I get some things settled in, is for determining certain things. Like, for example, once we start up the copyright-free streams, we'll be able to watch TV shows and movies and stuff together. And when we do, we'll vote on what to watch. And so the vote count perk will determine how much influence you have. It's just a nice way to basically say thank you if you give a little bit more. So, and by the way, Professor McCoy, don't forget, if you want a Super Chat reward, you get it. And let's see here. Don't berate yourself. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Mike. Although I don't feel that way right now. And you know what? That's okay that I don't feel that way. Because if I felt that putting out 2 or 3 videos a week was okay, then I shouldn't be doing this. Oh my God, today is Wednesday, April 17, 2019. Star Trek Discovery Season 2 finale is tomorrow. Well, it's still Tuesday for me, but yeah, little more than that. But yes. Nightbreeze throws a couple of bucks in and just says, number 2.
Charlotte, did you have a husband? We must not speak of him.
And yes, one that only those who have seen Charlotte's Web will get, but hopefully it's a good laugh for those of you that have seen. I love that one because that's something I always wondered about. Let's see. I just saw a code of reboot of JAG with female SJW female Marines in charge of it. Oh, show the code. I haven't watched it. It would be cool if rotating casts of super aliens appeared to deny the rich. That would be cool, but a lot of work. I heard the episode 9 panel was kind of cringy. I don't know. I haven't watched any of the panels from Star Wars Celebration, but yeah. Sci-Fi Systems, Anti-Trigger. So from Form 5 is a mixture of both stonewall defense and powerful counter strikes against your opponent. The form is as well turns your opponent's attacks against them. Sounds like how I would fight, but I don't know enough about the lightsaber forms to tell you that was it, but that sounds about right. Me and my spawn saw Hellboy today. It was okay, but not as good as the first one. I enjoyed it. I actually think I'll agree that the first was with Ron Perlman was a better movie, but I actually like, and I forget his name, but the guy that plays Hellboy in this, I like him as Hellboy more. Evil, says Kronos. Okay. Mecca claims to be 40, so she aged well. There you go. Field of Burnham. And Mr. Miles is saying the unanswered. Oh, that's a appendum to something else. By the way, I am skipping chats that are aimed at other people other than me, and that's okay. I'm not saying don't have a conversation, but yeah. And Checker and Mecca, did you see Brie Larson flip Hemmingsworth the bird during the interview? I did not, and so I heard that Thor and Captain Marvel are gonna fight a little bit in the movie. I'm looking forward to that. Raptor1 says, I'm always lurking. Good to see you, Raptor. Brian says, hey, Tracker, can you reduce the YouTube live streams to just Monday, Wednesday, Friday after Discovery for a few weeks to give yourself a little break? Well, I have to I have to completely redo my schedule because my work schedule is changing as of April 28th. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing. Rambling Canuck, up. It's snow. Won't go away. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. I like Ron Perlman's portrayal of Hellboy more than the new one. This new one seemed like dumb brute and not a learned tank. I don't know. I think that he was a mix of both. Don't put yourself down there, Trigger. You're doing a great job. Oh, you guys don't have to give me a pep talk. If I was satisfied with my work, then it would never get better. So there's that. Yay, the Orville. Yes, yay, the Orville. Fred says, you're the first person I've ever heard who liked Hellboy. It's getting roasted everywhere. I know, and I don't understand why. It's not a spectacularly great film, but it's a good, solid film, and it's a fun movie. Granted, if you're expecting a tour de force or you're expecting Infinity War, yeah, you're looking at the wrong place. But if you just want a fun, stupid, R-rated movie, then this is the one. Brain-eating bitch? Says Kronos. I have no idea what that was for. Yes, number one made me, that one made me chuckle. Okay. Next Thursday, Endgame and Orville finale. Yes, so next Thursday's live stream, I'm so glad that this week is Star Trek Discovery's finale, because next Thursday, I'm going to see Endgame, and then I will be coming home. The live stream will probably be a little bit late. However, I will do a spoiler-free discussion of Endgame. Favorite Mortal Kombat character, Sub-Zero. PS5 info is released today. Oh, very cool. I'm looking forward to that. I have a PS4, great system. Looking forward to the PS5. David Harbor, thank you. Yes. We know you've been dealing with a lot of stuff, Anti-Tracker, and we still enjoy your channel. Don't stress yourself regarding the content. You know what? I have to, because as much as I know that you guys that have been with me for a while, I know you guys care and you guys understand and you're not pissed at me overall, and I love you guys for that. I really do. Plus, you guys have supported us through some really rough times, and I can't thank you enough for that. However, this channel, unfortunately, is not just the 50 to 100 of us that are on the live streams. There's 7,000 subscribers out there, and a lot of them don't care about that stuff. They just want videos, you know. When is a good time to play a PlayStation? When they, well, either when they first launch or when the price drops. That's, all right, so I am going to wrap it up here, guys, because I know this has been a brief live stream, but I do need to get some sleep. I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and plus this Thursday is going to be a very long and painful live stream for me, so I need to rest up as much as I can between now and then. In the meantime, Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you for just, and I know I say this all the time, but you guys are truly the best damn group of people on the internet. I love having you as my friends. I mean, it's just awesome. And Trigger, how you have the original TOS crew to retire? How you have the original TOS crew to retired? I'm not sure what you mean there, but with that, I am gonna say, oh man, remember your life is a story or something poetic, blah blah blah. Crap, I need more alcohol.
I have got something better! I have got something better!
Alexander, you're very kind. I do appreciate the 2 fake Canadian dollars, even though they are fake Canadian dollars. So I do truly appreciate it. Although I'm not going to stay on all night, so you tell me if you want a super chat reward. Now I will tell you, 2 Canadian dollars. I can't do the 7 of 9 thing, but I can do 1 through 13 if you want one of those. So throw it at me, my friend, and I'll wait. Holy smoke, Anti-Tracker, you need PayPal. I have PayPal. What are you talking about? Or did you send me something on PayPal again? Or are you just saying I need more people on PayPal? Oh, okay, wait, I'll give more. All right, Alexander, I'll give you a minute. Mercer says, me with Jeffrey Combs? Oh, you got a picture of you with Jeffrey Combs? Let's take a look. Let's see. That joke never gets old. You tired of the I have got something better. That is too cool. And yes, I'll get 7 of 9 there. But there you go. Mercer Create with Jeffrey Combs. Mercer, I am so jealous. I would love to have that picture. Well, not that one, but one with me instead of you. Because, you know, that would be cooler. And Alexander makes up the difference so he can see some 7 of 9. So I will sign off with a little 7 of 9 action just for Alexander. So you guys have an awesome night. And remember that Lore Reloaded is tells you all about shields.
The board vessel's moving into range.
On screen.
Let's get lost in that magic place all alone now. Drink your fill from my fountain of love, wet your lips. I'm a man, I'm a teaser, I'm a man, well I'm a virgin, I'm a man, I'm a one-night stand, a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a dream, I'm a dream divine, make love together.
He's dead.
I have got something.
All right, Kronos. Kronos! Yes. So, tell me what you want, Kronos. Don't take all night, because I do need to get some sleep. So, tell me what you want. I know that Alexander is now as happy as a clam because he got his 7 of 9 fix in for the night, because Alexander is just nuts for 7. I'm going to create like a $50 super chat that's like a 7 of 9 thing for everybody. Mega 4 for the French. What an appropriate way to wrap things up. And absolutely, guys, and you know, if you talk to Luke Kovark, I know he's in good spirits about it, but send him some extra love, because, you know, it sucks to have, I mean, something like that, that's such a national treasure, to lose it like that. So, I mean, yeah, it would, that's just sad. But here we go, little French action.
Oh, what is this? A female of the skunk persuasion. She is so stunning, I must...
Hey, what are you doing? Stop objectifying that cat.
What is this? She is le cat? Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know.
Oh, what? Because she's a cat, she's not good enough for you?
No. But we are not even the same species, so...
Oh, so now you're cat shaming.
No. I am just...
Get him! Oh, so objectifying women and cat shaming is not bad enough? Now you have to make fun of the disabled? Jeez.
Good night, everybody, and vive la France.